What are you? Page 4. Primary chromatic door. There are a total of 7 varieties of chromatic doors in the Nonary game facility, one for each of the following colors: cyan, magenta, yellow, red, green, blue, and white. Primary chromatic doors will open at a specified time. Participants can see how much time is left until the primary doors open by pressing the buttons on both sides of their bracelets. Yep. Secondary chromatic door. Several conditions must be met by the group that enters the primary door in order for the secondary door to open. There must be 2 pairs and 1 solo bracelet. Colors of all 3 bracelets must together form either the color of the door they're trying to enter or its complementary color. That's hard to remember, so let's look at it like this instead. Yep. EU stands for erotic units. Uh-oh. EU is a system developed to measure a combination of physical, emotional, and situational attractiveness. It ranges from 0 to 20, where 20 might be Marilyn Monroe and 0 might be Gilbert Gottfried. Wow, you gotta do Gilbert dirty like that, huh? That's kind of fucked up. I don't think he's a 0. He's at least a couple points, probably. Come on. For the curious, Danny Trejo rates 16 EU. Just being sexy does not guarantee a high EU rating. Not to be confused with competing systems of hotness or sexability, the EU system weighs a number of factors such as practicality, sustainability, emotional investment, and the bias of the observer. Women with a high EU rating have usually mastered the art of the tease. Poor Gilbert Gottfried. I wonder if he knows that he got called out by a fucking anime game. Hopefully not. Grandpa Videos, a collection of films that Tenmyoji has gathered. Their content isn't really explicit per se, but they still aren't really appropriate for someone Quark's age. It should be noted the term does not imply the videos contain grandpas or grandpa-like actors. What? Tenmyoji? What are you hiding? Sigma's Cat Problem Part 1. Sigma has a strange verbal and possibly psychological tic, which causes him to make cat puns whenever he talks about cats. The cause of this behavior seems to be an experience he had a child. Wow, I didn't know Sigma was a lady. That's pretty cool. That's a twist. To be an experience he had as a child. When Sigma was in preschool, there was a deserted house near his school that everyone called the Cat Mansion. He'd always loved cats, so every day he would visit the Cat Mansion and give the cats that lived there some of his lunch. One day he realized that he could understand what the cats were saying to one another. A magical black cat appeared and told him it had given him this gift in exchange for giving food to his fellows. But, the magical cat said, you can never tell anyone about your gift. The magical black cat warned, if you do, you will be cursed. But young Sigma was so happy about his newfound ability, he slipped and told a girl about it, so the black cat cursed him. His curse was to speak only in cat puns for the rest of his life. Fortunately for him, a magical white cat came along soon afterwards, felt the curse was a little too harsh and lessened it, so he would only talk in cat puns when he talked about cats. And they lived happily ever after. Well, that is some fucking backstory right there. Sigma finally has some backstory. Good job, buddy. Phone. A device that converts sound into electrical signals and transmits them over a wire so they can be decoded and played back on the other end. It's useful for speaking to people who are far away. The invention of the telephone is generally credited to Alexander Graham Bell in 1876, but there is dispute in some circles as to whether or not this is the truth. In the game, there's a phone in one of the cabins. It can't call outside the facility, of course, but what if you try something like 5309 or 6969? I don't know. Let's see. $5309. Is this Jenny? It's Jenny! Oh my god! It's amazing! Hello, can I help you? Hey, I got your number on the wall. Huh? She hung up. Oh my god. They actually did a Tommy Two-Tone reference. That's a fucking 10 out of 10. Easy clap. 6969. Ready for the time of your life, sweetheart? Only $24.95 a minute. That's a little too rich for my blood. Thanks. Holy shit. Alright, all my suffering was worth it for that note alone. Oh my god. Beautiful. Masterpiece. Who can I turn to, Jenny? For a good time call. Alright, get me the fuck out of here. For real this time. Free me from my hell. Come on. Yeah, we know this. I did this already. Cats. I just noticed that everyone's boops are different tones. Alice is even higher than Phi. Alright, did I get all the fucking memos in here? 10 of 10, okay. Can move on with confidence. Progress. Get me out of here. That was a roller coaster. I lost all hope, tried dumb shit, and then got rewarded with fucking Jenny. And now my vitality has been restored. Good job, game. Well played. We made our way down the hallway, and at the end, waiting for us, everyone's back. Hey, looks like the gang's all here. What's up? Alright, so where are we in the flowchart? We're past the first door, coming up to our choice of ally or betray Alice.
We left our room and it left.
And ended up here.
Sigma, let me see that map you found earlier.
Bing, 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 bang, 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 bang. Yup, that's a map. Yep, it's most definitely a map. Oh, no matter which door we took, all of them led back here.
That's the same as the map we found in the lounge.
The lounge?
Oh, we found something like that too. Our room was an infirmary.
That's so. We found ours in the crew quarters.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No, there's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Well, there's red, green, and blue doors down there. I'll save you all the time in the transition screens. No? Okay. No one believes me.
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too.
RGB.
The one on the left is green.
One in the
The
middle
one in
is
the middle
blue.
is blue.
The one on the right is
And the
red.
one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors?
No.
Look, there's a box here. It looks like the ones we saw earlier.
Quark, you're so annoying. Yep, won't budge.
Yeah, just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh, no, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers? Oh yeah, the time left. Yep, we're gonna have to go betray each other soon. 2 hours. 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
No. Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Clover, how about you show him that note we found?
Oh,
Where were
okay.
they? They were in.
Hold on.
Were they in the lounge? Yeah, they were.
Huh? Was it something about supplementary rules? Because we found a note just like that. It was in the infirmary.
No, I think that you can't not vote was in the second round. Here are a few more rules, blah, blah, blah. You can go through the doors back and forth. We can go back all the way we came
I
and
don't
get to
think
the
Zero's
warehouse.
saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
Well,
We
there's
found
not a
some
ton
too.
different in this timeline yet. Like 6.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
Yes.
If you
That's
don't
how
like
it works when
stay
you're
here.
locked in a fucking warehouse.
Stupid angry mutt watching the door sound about right.
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Well, what's it going to be?
Gee.
Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
All right, fine. I'm going.
I want to know more about Alice. Is she really the person from the first game credits who was frozen forever? You haven't got to learn anything about her yet. She's the frozen mummy lady. Beep, 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 beep. Crew copies. Dude, the transitions drive me nuts in this game. So excessive.
So, this is the crew quarters, huh?
Just as the
Yep.
note said. We had no trouble getting in here.
That means we can go to the infirmary or the lounge.
Yeah, we can check out any of them.
Hey, look, Grandpa!
Don't look, Quark.
They got a poster of a lady in here. It looks like the ones you got back home.
Uh-oh, you just got called out.
This one's pretty hot.
I get it, because she's standing on a sunny beach and she's
I
tan.
think we're talking at least 14, maybe even 15 EU.
Ooh, he knows about the
Agreed.
EU, huh?
I sure
Oh,
would like
so
to
does
take
he.
it home with me. Unfortunately, I don't think this is really the time for that. Let's keep moving.
Wait, what do you need for the last 5 points? Well, hold on. Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? They weren't even in the same room this time, and they're still buddies. They always been that close. In other words, they'd known each other before the game, and if Quark was calling Tenmyoji Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Alice and Clover seemed to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already?
Let's go, buddy.
I'm glad you look
I
at
can't wait to get out of here. and back to
softcore
my,
porn with your grandson.
grandpa videos.
Oh, you mean the ones you keep in the locked cabinet?
Shh. Be too loud, Quark. You have to say these things quietly.
I too watch softcore porn with my grandchildren. Lore. How else are you supposed to want? That's a fair question. I don't know. Wake up, bunny.
You're finally done.
I like Zero's hat.
You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
For yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you.
Dude, Angry Zero sounds like she's gonna fuck you up. Or
Otherwise-
he's gonna fuck you up.
Well,
Or
you
it's
really
gonna
need to
fuck you
spell it
up.
out.
It's gonna murder everybody.
Forget it.
That's a good boy. Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier. Namely, how do you get more BP?
Betrayal game. Going to the AB rooms, right? Look. We've got some keys for him right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6
But
altogether.
Who goes into what room?
Doesn't matter.
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't
Yeah,
I
pairs
just
are
remember?
together.
And you
We know
mean
this.
both
This is the
members of
exact
pair
same.
need to go into the same room?
Yes, yes.
What do we do after we go into the room?
Play,
Vi is really short. She's almost as short as
just
Clover.
like it says on the door.
You play the Ambidex game!
Wait. What's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous. Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
I like Kay's voice. Game of
Yes,
Betrayal.
I guess you could put it that way.
Galaxy Brain.
Then what's the nonary game?
Ah, that refers to the whole enchilada. The nonary game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The Ambidex game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one. Makes
I wonder what's
sense?
gonna happen with people's points
Like
this
hell.
time.
This shit is confusing.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, Theo?
You arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am. So you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please? I'll give you more specifics once
The
everyone's
fucking
inside.
Southern hospitality voice
I think
kills
it'll
me.
probably be easier to understand that way.
Kay, Quark, and myself each gave one card to Luna, Alice, and Tin Myoji. Then we headed to the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion about who'd go into which door, but Fi and I found ourselves heading toward the leftmost room. Same as the other timeline then. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head in
Why are
too?
you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay. Schwink. I guess it's not a swipe, it's like a stick the card in.
An Ambidex gate has been opened.
Yeah, Zero's actor had
45
way too much
minutes
fun,
remain
but it's great.
until Ambidex game polling closes.
Like, yeah, you're voicing like an AI psycho bunny that has to give all the exposition. I got this. This game's got a time limit
Something
too.
wrong?
Wait. Nothing. There's no
what
one
are you
here.
talking about? Of course there isn't anyone here.
Well, yeah, I know.
Let's
I
get
just.
inside.
What is he talking about? There's no one here. Oh, there's no dead old lady in here. And this time. Oh. Interesting. Because wasn't the dead old lady in here? Then we went to the infirmary. Right? Isn't that here? That wasn't all the way down there, was it? Yeah. No dead old lady today. So that's nice, I think.
This looks just like the room we woke up in.
Yeah, well, there's one thing that's
That
different.
screen.
It's on. It's like there's something on it. Meow.
Shit! The hell are you doing, you idiot?
I'm making the game progress.
Did you even read what it said? Once you press that button, it locks the door for 40 minutes. Now, thanks to your
Yep.
stupid ass, we're stuck in here for almost an hour.
Oh no.
Yes, really. Ugh.
Hey! Looks like everybody's closed their AB gates.
AB gate.
You're in the AB room, silly. You're in the AB room right now.
Yeah, silly.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be continuing my earlier explanation.
Now, let's get this party started. Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or
So we got
mono a womano.
Clover and Kay with Tin Myoji, right? And Dio and Quark with Luna, and me and Fi with Alice.
Well, there are 2 people in each pair, aren't there? So it'll be more of a
I wonder who's
2-on-1
gonna get
battle, I
6
guess.
points from
Now,
betraying.
I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors. For
Easy clap.
example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Alas and went through the cyan door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Alas.
Alas.
It goes the other way too. Alas's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. obviously. That means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Tamiori.
I love that she calls him potassium.
And Bo and Quirk's enemy will be Mooney. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
What?
Smile.
Don't get it? Well, don't worry.
Zero has
Just
more
listen
voices than
while Zero the
Junko.
Third
It's
explains it all.
wondrous.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it.
Like you can go from
you?
Southern hospitality to second grade math teacher in like the span of 2 text boxes.
All you guys have to do is pick! Just pick one of those easy options! Your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The
Nice
plus
chart.
and minus are from your point of view. So, let's say you choose ally, and you get
Yeah, we know
just
this.
next
Best pals, super jerk face. Serves them right.
This, if that happens,
Absolutely. We call as the game.
Why even bother?
you're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well,
Your mouth
that
stopped
applies here too. The two of you only get one vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray. That doesn't mean you split your points though. You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get.
Yagi, that's not true.
Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well,
Actually, there's a little bit more, but
it'll just have to wait, I guess.
What? Why does that have to wait?
It'll be okay.
No, it won't.
30 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What happened to the old woman?
Anyway, I've gotta hop along now. Don't do something harebrained and wait until the last minute. You got plenty of time, so think it out. Bye-bye now. Have a nice trust.
Bunk. Man, what are we gonna
About
do?
the AB game?
Yeah. Should we choose ally or betray?
Yeah, it's a tough call. This is really kind of an interesting game. Seems like it's based on the prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah. What's that?
You've never heard of it? It's a thought experiment that uses game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate.
That's just a theory.
Let's say
Ooh,
Apple and
Banana
have committed a
Chan.
serious crime.
Apple and banana?
I just gave them the first names I thought of. They don't mean anything.
A and B.
Anyway, Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells far away from one another. In other words, there's no way for them
Banana's
to
innocent. Look at him.
and they're not like
Apple did it.
telepaths or something. So that's the setup. You following me?
Yeah, keep going.
So a detective shows up. He visits each cell and tells them both exactly the same thing. Goes something like this.
You can both clam up if that's what you want.
Oh, voice acting for the detective.
We're gonna have to put you both in the slammer for 2 years if you do. Now, if you flip on your pal over there, tell me everything. I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year. That means your buddy will serve 15, but that ain't your problem, right? Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, it goes the other way. He gets 1 year, and you get to spend 15 years eating government cheese.
Ooh, I like cheese. Sign me up, baby.
You're probably wondering if both of you confess. Well, I can shave off a little time for saving me trouble, but you'll still both do 10 years. So, punk, what's it gonna be? Gonna give me what I want, or you gonna keep that trap shut? Of course, I told your partner the same thing I just told you. I wonder if you can trust him to keep the cat in the bag. No rush.
Why would an apple and a banana have a cat? So that's the prisoner's
Yeah.
dilemma?
What would you do? Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
Well, If my erstwhile criminal associate Banana is going to keep his mouth shut, then the best choice for me is to spill the beans. That way I only serve 1 year. But what if he confesses too? Then the smart thing for me to do would be to do the same. After all, if he cuts a deal and I don't, I'll spend 15 years in prison. If I confess, I can shave 5 years off that. Then it seems like the best choice is always going to be to confess.
Interesting. But you're forgetting something important.
Which is?
That Banana will be thinking the same thing. So you'll both confess, and you'll both end up serving 10 years. Do you get it? If
Confess
you both
has the
trusted
better
each other,
median outcome.
then
It's
neither of you
true.
would have served more than 2
Betray has a
years.
better median outcome than Ally.
But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're going to spend 8 more years in prison. In other words,
But that's
the
8 more
logical
years of
decision
free
leads not only to
cheese.
a less desirable outcome on the group level, but also a pretty shitty situation on the personal level
That's
too.
5 times the cheese.
You see now? The A-B game
The apple banana game. Ooh, got him.
is the prisoner's dilemma.
Oh, okay. They're pretty much the same thing. If we trust Alice, we can both increase our BP by 2, but if we don't trust each other, in the long run, it won't benefit either of us.
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting. Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team. Who would we be playing against?
0, of course.
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting 0 in the AB game. If you look at it that way, what would we want to do to beat him?
Get 9 points and escape.
Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked Ally. What would our total points be?
Big. Well, 2 times 9 is 18, so 18 points.
Okay. Now let's say one of the pairs chooses Betray.
Pair who picked Betray will get 3 points each, so in total they'll have 6. But the solo they betrayed will have 2 points subtracted, so the total gain for that game would only be 4. The other 2 groups would choose Ally for that round, right?
Yeah.
So for the other teams, you get 6 each, which will give you 2 times 6 is 12, plus 4, 16 points total.
So what does that tell you?
If we consider all 9 of us to be on the same team, we need to all always choose Ally to get the most points. If even one person chooses Betray, the total points we get goes down.
Exactly. In this game, if each individual acts for the benefit of the whole group, everyone benefits.
Big brain.
But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively. And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too. If all of us choose Betray, then the group gets 0 points. Ultimately, nobody benefits, not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decisions hurt everyone, and they hurt you.
Right. And took me to a bad ending last time. Okay, I think I get it. What you're saying is I should pick Ally.
No.
Oh,
I mean
okay.
the opposite. If you're going to
What?
make the most logical choice here, the only option is Betray.
What? Why? You just explained why that was a terrible idea.
No, I didn't. It's not the prisoner's solution. It's the prisoner's dilemma. Even though there's an outcome where everybody's happy, the choice you'd have to make for that outcome isn't the rational one. You want to pick it, but you can't. A dilemma.
Yeah, I can.
If we choose Ally and Alice does too, then yes, it'll be great. All 3 of us will get 2 points. That would be ideal, obviously. And it would help everybody. But what if Alice chooses Betray?
Our BP will go down to 1.
Right. And if that happens, we're screwed.
Well, Alice picked Ally in the other timeline and got betrayed by Clover and Kay.
So,
20 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
unless we can be certain that Alice will choose Ally, we don't have a choice. We have to choose Betray. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to know that for certain. That means we have to make the rational choice. It would be great to make the right choice, but we can't.
Sure we can. Hey, did you just say we're screwed? If you don't mind telling me, what did you mean by that? I'm guessing something happens if our BP hits 0, right? I mean, the way you said it sure makes it seem like something's gonna happen. We die. You do know something. What are you hiding? Yeah, you know. There's been something weird about you from the moment we met. I mean, for starters, how did you know my name?
Oh, knock it off.
No.
This is getting old.
I don't care if it's getting ancient. This is important. I don't know you, but you seem to know me somehow. The only explanation I can think of that makes any kind of sense is that you're working with Zero.
What about you?
What?
Are you working with Zero?
Yes. Me? Why would you think that?
Too calm. You wake up trapped in some kind of twisted game and it doesn't even faze you? That hardly seems normal.
Oh, come on. I could ask you the same thing.
Don't change the subject. We're talking about
I
you.
didn't.
Maybe
Oh.
you actually do know me.
What? Where the hell did that come from? Look, I already told you I've never seen you before in my life. Question mark? Oh. Objection! That was... Oh, what's that? 03. That's a black matter bomb!
Sigma,
Spoilers?
just let it go. Our time's up. This is it.
I'm a solo. Something.
Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You know we're about to die, but you still stuck with me. So, thank you, Sigma.
Aw, cute smile.
Goodbye.
Aw. Wait, we're on the moon? Or was that just like a desert and that was the moon up there? We're on the moon!